Hello everyone, welcome to the video. So in this video we will be talking about the backdoor Roth IRA. This is a topic that is talked about quite a lot, but I feel like there's still a lot of misconceptions about it. So I will tell you what I know about it, coming from a perspective of I wish this video was around when I was looking into it and talked about it in a way that I would talk about in this video, and hopefully you would find it useful, helpful, and at the end of the day, hopefully it would clear up a lot of the misconceptions and a lot of the confusion that lies around this backdoor Roth IRA. And after we go through this conversation, I will actually show you a step-by-step of how you can do it yourself. I will be using Fidelity's platform to show you guys how to do it. I am not sponsored by them, and this video is not sponsored in any way. That's just a platform that I choose to use. So I will show you guys how to do it step by step, and it's a lot easier than how most people think, and I've read the how-tos online and I've seen the step-by-steps. I feel like once someone sees it on video, it's a lot easier. So if you want to scroll right to the point where I show you guys how to do it step by step, feel free to do that. However, I do recommend listening to the discussions and some of the topics that I'll cover in this video before I show you the how-to. I think we'll be covering some very important information there. But before we dive right into it, a couple of disclaimers. This video is not sponsored by Fidelity or any other financial institution. This is just my opinion, and it's not sponsored in any way. Secondly, I am not a financial advisor. I am not a tax professional, so this is not financial advice. Everyone's tax situation is different, so to talk to a licensed tax professional as well. Just a guy on the internet who's passionate about personal finance and makes these videos. So now that we have the disclaimers out of the way, let's dive right into it. So first question, what is the backdoor Roth IRA? Obviously there are a lot of articles out there, but I will make it very simple for the sake of this video. If your income is above a certain level, you can no longer contribute the full amount you're allowed to contribute to your Roth IRA. There's a limit. That limit changes year to year, so check out the IRS website or Google what that limit is, because that would change if you're watching this video in the future. That limit may have changed. As of making this video, the limit is $6,000. But like I said, that limit changes from time to time. So if your income is above a certain level, you can no longer contribute the full amount to your Roth IRA. Now, there's a phase out level where if your income is above that level, let's call it point A, and below point B, the amount you can contribute will start to decrease a little bit to a certain point when you've reached point B and you can no longer contribute to your Roth IRA. The backdoor Roth IRA is a method. If your income is above point B, you could contribute the full amount to your Roth IRA using the backdoor Roth IRA technique. So in a nutshell, that's what this is. What are the income limits and what are the limits for your yearly contribution to your Roth? You could find that from the IRS website or by just Googling it really quickly. Now, another question that I get quite often is it legal? Short answer, yes, it is legal. You could, once again, look it up, do your own research, but this is completely legal. You are allowed to do that. Now, if your income is below the level that you're able to contribute the full amount to, that's great. You don't have to worry about the backdoor Roth IRA necessarily. If you're in the phase out period, you may not be able to contribute the full amount of $6,000 as of today. maybe you could contribute 2,000 or 4,000 depending on where you are on this phase out period, this phase out income level. And if you're above that, you cannot put in a penny the traditional way into your Roth IRA. So your only option at that point is the backdoor Roth. Now, I also want to mention something. You see that I say this, the Roth IRA has an income limit, it has an income phase out, and then there's a level where you cannot contribute to Roth. The backdoor Roth IRA has no such limitations, which means, say, if you don't know what your income is going to be for the year, would you be under that phase out level? Would you be in that phase out level? Or would you be above that phase out level, right? No matter where you fall on that income level, you can use the backdoor Roth IRA, which means if you're unsure of your income for a particular year, you could just use the backdoor Roth IRA and not have to worry about these income limits. Now, usually around December, people know by that time what their income is for a certain year to a great deal of accuracy. But if you had put in your money in the Roth, whether it's via backdoor Roth or otherwise, in January, your money had a whole year to grow tax-free. So if you're unsure of where you would fall on the income level, you could just use the backdoor Roth in January if you're unsure of your income and still put the money in, and that money goes tax-free. Once again, this is not tax advice or financial advice. Talk to a licensed tax professional, talk to a licensed financial advisor for your own unique situation and do your own research. But that is a possibility, what I just mentioned. Now, if you are unclear of what a Roth IRA is, I have a video on that. I will link that in the iCard and leave that in the description. So check that out first before you come and watch this video. You'll have a better understanding of this. And all this is for the Roth IRA, right? The traditional IRA is not a part of this. If you want to contribute to your traditional IRA, there is no income limit. So that does not, whatever I just said, is not exactly a concern for your traditional IRA. Hopefully what I said made sense so far. If you still have questions, leave that in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer it. So to summarize this, this is mostly for people who are in the phase out income level or higher, or people whose income can go up and down and they're not sure how much they would make this year and where in the income level they would fall. Either way, you could use backdoor Roth IRA to contribute that money to your Roth, or to get that money into your Roth IRA and have the money grow tax-free for the whole year. So even if you put in your money in January, hypothetically, in January, using the backdoor Roth IRA method, and at the end of the year, you are below the phase out level, so you could have just done it through a regular Roth contribution, that's fine, that's not a problem. But if you're above, you're now using the backdoor Roth to have the money already into your account. So it's just a roundabout way of saying what I just said, but yeah, hopefully the reason I'm saying this in many different ways is hopefully if there's any confusion, that clarifies it. But I'll stop it right here and move right into the how-to of the backdoor Roth IRA. I personally use Fidelity. That may change in the future, but as of now, I use Fidelity for my Roth. So I will show you step by step on the Fidelity platform on how to make contributions via the backdoor Roth IRA method. I've read plenty of articles, and I actually feel like a visual representation is a lot better, helps people understand a lot better and quicker, so that's why this video. Also keep in mind that different platforms, if you're going with someone else other than Fidelity, they may have a slightly different method of doing that, but it should still be pretty close to the steps that I'm going to show you. So if you have any questions, feel free to call whichever brokerage you're with, their support line, to make sure that you are doing this the right way. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. All right, everyone. So now I will walk you through how to actually make contributions to your backdoor Roth IRA. So we are here at the Fidelity website where we will log in and kind of walk you through this process. So if you like this video so far, give this a thumbs up, give this a like so the YouTube algorithm knows it's good. And if you like contents like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So with that being said, if I am to break down the process of making a backdoor Roth IRA contribution, it comes down to two steps. Step number one is to transfer money to your traditional IRA and then transfer that money from your traditional IRA to your Roth IRA. It's as simple as that. So I will log in and walk you guys through that process. Obviously, I'll be blocking out some of the sensitive information, but you should still have enough information to do this on your own. So let's log in first. Okay, after you've logged into your Fidelity account, go to transfer. That's near the top left-hand corner of the screen. You click on transfer, and that would bring you to the next page where you choose first which account you want to transfer your money from. So I will be transferring my money from one of my brokerage accounts. Then it will ask you to choose which account you want to transfer your money to. Like I mentioned, it would be the traditional IRA. Then when you scroll down, it will ask you how much you want to contribute. This is the year 2022, and for this year, I will make a one-time contribution of the total limit for a single person, which is $6,000. This will be a one-time contribution, as you can see, and we click on continue. Then you review the information and you see if that looks correct, and it looks correct to me, so we'll go ahead and click submit. Okay, as you can see, this is the confirmation page. Request submitted and money has been sent, and this occurred immediately. So that takes care of step one of the two-step process. Okay, then you exit back to your home page, still stay signed in, and then we go to the transfer button again around the top left corner of the screen. And now we will move the money from our traditional IRA to the Roth IRA. So here they're asking which account you want to move money from. We will select our traditional IRA from the drop down. Where will the money be transferred to? We will be selecting our Roth IRA. When you scroll down, it shows a little tax withholding information, just some legal disclaimer that they provide. read that and check, I understand that I'll likely have to pay taxes later, and click continue. Here it says, now you'll decide how much of your IRA you want to transfer to a Roth. Would you like to transfer all your money or just some of your money? You could transfer all, you could convert some. Although I could choose transfer all of my account, I will select convert some. So I could manually choose that amount, and here it would be $6,000 again. Okay, and now they ask you to review that information one more time. As you can see, I'm moving money from my traditional IRA to my Roth IRA, and the amount is correct. Although it says transfer some of the money in my account, as you saw, I'm transferring all of it. The reason I chose transfer some of the money is so that I could manually put that in. Okay, and if it all looks good, click submit. And now your transfer has been submitted. It gives you some kind of confirmation number and some details, but that's about it. Now you go back to your home page and just double check that the money arrived in your Roth IRA. So it is as simple as that to contribute money to your Roth IRA via the Backdoor Roth IRA method. Once again, this is not financial advice. This is not tax advice. Just a guy on the internet, not a licensed tax professional in any way. So each situation is different, but I hope this demo helped someone out in some way. If you guys have any questions, leave that in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.